If someone asked me to name one of the coolest facts in automotive history, it involves the Panamera. Did you know the 2020 Turbo S Panamera is 11 seconds quicker around the Nürburgring than a Bugatti Veyron? But that just shows a few things. Number one, how fast cars have become, and number two, just how capable these Panameras are. Now, I haven't got the Turbo S with me today, but I have got the best one you can buy, the diesel. I'm Max Tatovani. Welcome to Driven Plus. Starting with the main talking point of today's review, its diesel engine. I'm a big fan of diesel cars, and especially with them being V8, I just love how they take over. Porsche don't manufacture diesel cars anymore, but they certainly went out with a bang with this, because this produced 415 horsepower, but that's not the main impressive stat of this car. Its torque figure, 850 Newton meters of torque with a top speed of 177 miles per hour. 0 to 60 figure is 4.3 seconds, but this is a Porsche, remember, and they're very conservative about their stats. So let's find out. It's now time to launch the Porsche Panamera 4S from 0 to 60. On your screen now are the stats and figures on this car. Now, Porsche say 4.3 seconds, but we all know how conservative they are with their figures. So, to put this car in launch control, Sport Plus, traction off, foot firmly down on the brake, launch control activated. Wow! What have we got there? Oh, 3.68 seconds for a 2-ton V8 diesel. That's incredible. This car is seriously impressive. Back to the review. Okay, coming on to the inside, and like any Porsche, it is a wonderful place to sit. One thing which always is apparent with every Porsche model is its build quality. It's just built so well. There's no creaks going on. You know, all the use of leathers, Alcantara, especially in the headlining, is immense. Now, coming on to the head here, you get the bit of a panoramic sunroof, which lets a lot of natural light in, which is very nice. Coming on to the seats, 18-way adjustable. You'll struggle to get yourself in an uncomfortable position in this car, and you know, they're very sporty looking, and you get the Porsche logo on the headrest there, which is very nice. The attention to detail Porsche have gone into on this car, especially with the armrest here. You get the Panamera Force embossed with your two cup holders either side. Carbon fibre galore in here with your sport chrono there, and you get your 12-volt. If I can get it out, the cigarette lighter there, down there, if you're a smoker, which you'll be good to know about. Steering wheel is very nice. You've got your sport buttons there. It's good to look at, good to hold, especially with the split carbon fibre effect. It's very smooth as well. Now, 12.3-inch infotainment screen, and there's a couple of niggles about this. Because this is the latest Panamera, all the kind of climate controls went into the screen, and look at this. So the centre vent here is controlled via the screen. So we turn it off, it will now open, and say for instance I've got air blowing towards the passenger and I want it towards me, well, look at this. You have to control it via the screen instead of not having the, like, I don't even know why I'm explaining this to you. Like, there's no button to move the vent to put air onto me. It's done via a screen. That is a WTF moment. Yeah, what are you playing at there, Porsche? You've over-engineered that. And then we come on to the rear, and it is signature Porsche design, isn't it? With kind of the black trim going across and the Porsche in chrome there. It looks elegant, and the main reason you buy the Panamera is its boot space. 495 litres, which is smaller than the Audi RS6, which doesn't surprise me. However, which does surprise me is it's a smaller space than the BMW M5. That really did surprise me. It's all electronically controlled, which is all nice. You get the quad tail pipes. Can we please start the Panamera up? And can we rev it? And we put it in Sport Plus and try again. It's a diesel, remember. Don't be so hard on it. But anyway, let's get out onto the road. First impressions of the Panamera is that it's such a beautiful drive. It's quiet, it's comfortable, it's so refined. Does it feel a big car? No, because the steering is nice and light. The engine is really, really strong as well, and you'd expect it to be due to being a big 4-litre V8 diesel thing. It's got so much grunt, so much torque, and because of this, the power delivery is just so effortless. And if you don't like the look of this Panamera diesel, you can get this exact engine in the Bentley Bentayga or the SQ7, so you've got a few choices there. And this Porsche Panamera 4S holds a world record. It's the fastest diesel production car ever made and still is today. Now the TVR club is out today, and if there's any TVR fans watching, you'll be in your element. There's loads of them. So where does the Panamera diesel fit in? Well, I would class this as the ultimate commuter, a proper mile munching machine which won't break the bank as much as the petrol would. It's still unbelievably fast and still makes a good noise, not as good as the petrol, but it still sounds good. I would class this as a car for the Autobahn. So how does it ride? It's super smooth. Yes, you get these 21-inch alloy wheels, but you get air suspension. It's not as smooth as your typical S-Class, but I would say it rides better than the Audi RS6 in terms of what it does on the road, because the Audi RS6 gets air suspension as well. So now we're going to do some spirited driving. I've put the car in Sport Plus, suspension firms up, engine response, gearbox response, everything is ready to go. And we come onto the corner. What's it like? Well, remember, this is a 2-ton car. It's not light by any means, but it's still a Porsche. So how does it handle? I want to say surprisingly well, but I'm not surprised because I'm sat in front of a Porsche badge. The feedback is great from the front wheels. You know, I won't say surprised, but I'm not surprised because Porsche do incredibly well on the handling of their cars. And it's 4-wheel drive as well, so meaning you get a 40-60 split. So it's rear biased, it's nice. This car can easily get you out of trouble with a click of a button, and that's the sport dial down here. Now, we're just in normal driving at the moment, and put it in sport, sport plus, and individual, so you can set it up to how you want it and all that stuff. However, if a car comes the side of you and you haven't got time to put it in whatever mode you want, you can just press the button in the middle of it all and it gives you a 20-second everything at once. And now the car will give you everything to beat whatever's just come behind you or the side of you. It's really fast. So on the motorway, this is where the Panamera comes into its own. What a car. You don't want to drive fast due to how comfortable and refined it is. The seats are super comfortable as well, and the armrest is in the correct position. And so's the door one. Oh, I could stay in it for hours. But whilst we're here, we're going to take a look at what I've been averaging just then on the country road section. And we've been averaging 29.4 to the gallon, which I'm seriously impressed with. So what I'm going to do now is reset that. So I'm going to set the cruise control at 60 miles per hour. And now let's see what it does. Now, whilst that's given us an MPG reading, I'm going to talk to you about the cruise control, because this is no simple cruise control system. No, this has something called inner drive, and what it does, it basically gears the car up for sudden changes. It scans the road ahead for any acceleration or deceleration zones, so the car doesn't react suddenly to any changes. It already knows what it's going to do. So far, the car has been sitting at 62 miles per hour on cruise control, and we have been averaging 64 to the gallon for a V8 diesel. That's absolutely insane. So what we're going to do now is bring the speed up to 70 miles per hour. This is the UK, remember, we cannot go any faster than that. And let's see what the difference is. But if you're sitting at 62 and it's returning you 64 to the gallon, this car does it all. You don't need your RS6 anymore. You need your Panamera 4S V8 diesel thing. I mean, you bloody struggle to sit at 70 miles per hour nowadays on British roads because everyone drives so slow. So, come on, Mr. Polo, speed up so I can speed up as well. There we go, we're getting up there now. 65, 66, and now we're sitting at 70. So there has been a slight change, but you'd still be massively impressed with what this is returning. 55 to the gallon for a V8 diesel. I'd like to say a massive thanks to Andy for lending me this Panamera for the afternoon. Leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel if you want more of this content, and if you have a car you want us to review, get in touch with us and we'll get a date in the diary. Thank you and goodbye.